Poison number 2. Arambhasura ambush. And I'm hoping I'm not going to be ambushed here because I'm in the middle of a plantation here. If a branch comes out and sticks me in the eye, I'm doing it for you guys. Right, Arambhasura ambush. Poison number 2. Arambhasura. Who knows what Arambhasura is? Come on, guys. I'm hoping you're intelligent guys. What does Arambhasura mean? Any Sanskrit scholars out there? No? No? Hands up? Nobody. You're not meant to know it. I came across the word Arambhasura about 6 months ago. Absolutely freaking well love this word. Arambhasura is a word that ancient Eastern mystical teachers, spiritual teachers, used to describe a characteristic behavior in so many students that they were teaching. And Arambhasura translates roughly as heroic in the beginning. You see, what these spiritual teachers were finding was, these students would come with great enthusiasm, with great sort of intentions, and they'd have wonderful breakthrough spiritual experiences during the teachings, on retreats, wherever they were in the Himalayas, Nepal, Tibet, wherever the hell, India. And they would sort of profess these massive intentions that when they were going to go back home to their own town, their own village, that they were going to practice and they're going to sit and meditate, they were going to read the scriptures, and they're going to be enlightened within like a month. But Arambhasura was the thing of heroic in the beginning. This mad, massive, heroic energy in the beginning of great intentions to do extraordinary things, no matter how well-meaning, would inevitably, 99.9999999% of the time, have people falling flat in their faces. This, horrible to admit, was completely true of myself. I remember going to a Buddhist retreat. First time I went to a Buddhist retreat with my wife. We were there 10 days, and we were in the tent with sort of, if you want to say, it wasn't the advanced Buddhist practitioners. We were sort of the beginners. And it was nearing the end. I think it was the final day of it. And they were all talking about intentions, going back to life, and what you were going to do different. And I was, I think, 24 years young. And yeah, I put it out there. I said, yeah, I'm going to go back. And I probably was saying something. I'm going to meditate for an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. I'm going to listen to the MP3 teachings like during the day. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And by Christ, I'm going to be enlightened, more enlightened than the Dalai Lama. I'll beat him in a spiritual arm wrestle. No problem with the amount of practice I've done. I made some big, massive declarations like that. Maybe not as ridiculous, but yeah, it was pretty strong and pretty direct. And I remember this old guy beside me. I don't know, he could have been 70, 75, and he sort of turned towards me and he smiled. And he goes something along the lines of, I think you should be a little bit easier on yourself with the expectations. Don't be so strong with your expectations. Just go back and enjoy and start into it slowly, and, just smooth yourself back into life. And a few people around the room and the teacher in the room sort of agreed and said, yeah, it was good advice. And on the outside, if you were looking at me, I politely nodded and I said, oh, thank you very much. On the inside, I was like, look at old man, if you don't feel you have the energy, that's just because you're like 75 or 80 and you just don't got that energy anymore. You're not inside of me feeling the power that I have at the moment. So I am going to go back and I am going to be freaking well enlightened and I am going to do this hour in the morning, hour in the evening, and blah, 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 blah. Humble pie in my face 3 or 4 or 5 days later when, I was struggling to do the hour one time a day, and I wasn't listening to the MP3 teachings as much as I thought, and the details of life and money and relationships and all the crap that I went back to that was there before I went was still there when I went back. And I struggled. And ultimately, I didn't get enlightened within a month, and I have yet to challenge the Dalai Lama to a spiritual arm wrestling competition. So yeah, Arambhasura ambush. I got my ass ambushed by Arambhasura ambush. But this whole point, this poison of gold achievement is so prevalent. Like, think of it on a practical level. Think about diets. How many times do you hear people saying, like, you'll hear one of your mates, a lot of guys now are struggle with weight. They're sitting in offices, sedentary. They're driving a lot. They're not getting as much exercise in, and there's all of a sudden, yeah, I'm going to go on this diet. I'm going to lose X amount of weight. I'm going to cut out sugar, and this massive great energy in the beginning, but like, a couple of days later, a week later, they're back in the takeaway. They're back eating bars of chocolate. They're drinking sugary drinks, and it's gone. Great energy in the beginning. The same with fitness plans. Like, oh, I'm going to do a marathon, and the first couple of mornings you go out and you steam it, you rock on. You haven't jogged for like 10 years, but now you just get the new runners and you rock on. You burn yourself out. And 2 and 3 and 4 days later, your body just can't keep up with this massive energy that you've unleashed because it's not sustainable. You see, this is the thing. The person who's stuck in struggle, when they have this breakthrough idea, they go just red hot like a crazed maniac at it, but it's not sustainable. Whereas the person with a little bit more experience, a little bit more wisdom, the people that know what it takes, they go into it smoothly and they set up key habits. They make it a habit. It doesn't take willpower. And slowly but surely, they're getting there. They're progressing every single day, and they last the distance. They don't burn out. See, Arambhasura, if you think of a metaphor for it, it's like having fuel. You fuel up your car for the first 2 kilometers. And yeah, you can like run, 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 you can burn off. Like, your car, you can wring out every last bit of performance in that car, but it's only for about 2 kilometers. It's of no use to you for a long-term journey, a long-term trip. And any meaningful goal takes normally a long time to actually achieve. Like, really deeply meaningful goals will take 3 months, 6 months, a year. Some really big goals, it can be 5 and 10 years. You got to make sure that you have the energy to last the distance. So that is poison number 2, to just put your conscious energy and awareness. Pay attention to your life. Look at how you've been in the past up until now. Are there any elements of your life where you have set goals, but you have been caught out unwittingly by Arambhasura ambush? Heroic in the beginning, mad energy, and then just sort of crashed and fell and stopped. Put yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is you're nailing it. I mean, Arambhasura, you last the distance every single time. It's just not an issue for you. 1 is, oh my good God, every single time. Like, how low down are you on that list in an overall average for all the deeply meaningful goals that you set for yourself over a long period of time? Honest answers here, guys. Only honest answers will give you the data necessary to make the change if you need to change. And pretty much statistically, 95% of us need to change and optimize how we're relating with Arambhasura ambush and the other 5 poisons. So there we go. Poison number 2. Looking forward to speaking to you about poison number 3 coming up in the 3rd part of this 5-part Poisons of Goal Achievement. Guys, I will talk with you then. Over and out.